Obviously, you know Cathie Wood. Otherwise, you wouldn't click on this video. But I will today connect the dots between Cathie Wood, space, and ARK Invest. Now, if you don't know Cathie Wood, today is your lucky day because I will just dive into this very interesting persona that got this kind of leverage over Wall Street with the great picks like Tesla or the other companies that she saw the potential and communicated quite openly on the traditional finance media. Now let's dive in. So first of all, she did the normal thing, got a Bachelor of Science in Southern California, a degree, and then moved into the investment field, and then finally got 2014 her own fund, the ARK Invest fund. And as you might know, this is one of the best performing ETFs out there that you can invest in. So the main fund is ARKK, this is the ticker symbol, where you can put your money in and they will manage it for you, and they will invest into companies like Tesla, Square, or other companies, guys, okay? And their really most significant characteristic is to find those companies that will do in the future well and also develop industries which are quite interesting. Internet, she got you covered. Electronics or robotics, she got you covered. AI, absolutely. Okay, this is the things that Cathie and her team are investing in. So she came out quite strongly a couple of months ago when she said, Tesla at some point will be a $4,000 company, and a couple of months later, we're almost there. It's unbelievable, guys, okay? If you're considering the pre-split price of Tesla stock, which is 5 times what it is today, which is somewhere around 700. So we are at the $3,000 level. And this happened so fast after that, while she said, this could be taking, 5 to 8 years. It's absolutely fantastic. So, with that said, why it's important for space? Because space, as a futuristic company, has some space in Cathie Wood world, okay? Because she is eager to find the next frontier, it's important that she is investing into space. So she already invested into space and having a lot of stocks of space in their portfolio already. We will talk about that in the second category. But she now developed this brand new fund, this ETF, where she is very specific, looking for the next big thing in space. Shall we? So before we diving into some data here, make sure that the ARKX fund or ETF will be actually announced very soon. And it is expected to be launched in March, so us of this month. But we don't know the exact date, and they have to go through a very detailed procedure with the regulators, so we don't know exactly when they are launching, okay? But however, first I want to show you the ARKK ETF, which is their ARK Innovation ETF, and here you can see the performance is absolutely mind-blowing. It wasn't so in the first, from 2016 till 2020, 100%, but still a nice gain. But then just this exponential growth from about March 2020 until, mid of February was over 300%. Now it dipped a little bit with the recent market weakness, but you can see here how much great money you could have made when you invested there. Are you already invested? Let me know in the comments, guys, and make sure to subscribe and like this episode, because now I will show you where actually the Virgin Galactic stock is already in the fund of ARK Invest. If you have see here, there are different funds, okay? So Generation Internet, Genomics, FinTech, ARK Innovation, and then there is the fund Autonomous Tech and Robotics. And I think they put it there inside because it's very much of engineering, and they didn't have anything space related so far. So they said, okay, it's engineering in the broad scheme, so we just put it there. Okay, so if you are going here, exposure to autonomous vehicles, energy storage, robotics and automation, 3D printing and space exploration. So this is a part of it, as you know, a small teaser. And then, you know, going into that, net assets are around $1.7 billion into this ETF. Here you can find it with the ticker ARKQ. And yeah, and portfolio managers, obviously Cathie Wood. Okay, median market cap is $27 billion, weighted average market cap $229 billion. So not a small ETF here, but you can see here, you can go then into fund holdings, and then this is a pretty, you know, very, very nice way to handle an ETF, because you can go every single day and you seeing the actual holdings that they have. So, and ARK is very nicely maintaining and showing publicly and openly and transparently which stocks they buy and sell, which is nice. You know, this is how an ETF should be. If you're investing into, you are expecting, obviously this is all automated, but very, very nice. Okay, so, and if you are looking closer, obviously Tesla is here, number one investment with about $400 almost million. And weighted about 10.39 of the whole ETF. And then position number 25 here, Virgin Galactic Holdings is here with the ticker symbol SPACE, obviously. And here you can see they own 1.552975 million shares, which is very big of a position, with 59.2 million US dollars, and weighted on the whole ETF of this ARKQ is 1.58. So the question will be, and I try to answer it here, I think this will withstand. So this ETF will be not, you know, open and then, you know, they will put the shares there. I think they will open a bigger position even and put it separate from that. Okay, this is my personal, you know, guess. So you can imagine not only $60 million they are holding now, but also they will put maybe another 60 or 100 million into work with this space exploration ARKX ETF. I'm very, very much convinced, and make sure you will hear it here first. So stay tuned and let's dive into the conclusion. So in the conclusion of this video, I would like to remind you first that there is my X10 masterclass. If you want to be so successful like, you know, Cathie Wood, and you know, I would say I have a similar mindset in picking stocks and industry, obviously not that much experience, but way more focused than she is. And obviously she has a, you know, regulation in their fund to put just allocations of money onto separate companies, up to 30-40 companies in one ETF, which is the sense of an ETF, right? The basket full of nice stocks. However, we are here to find those X10 stocks, and this is what I'm sharing in my master class. So check it out. You can find over 100 never published videos how I analyze stocks with all the tools, secrets and everything. So check it out. And obviously you get lifetime access to our Discord chat, which is only available for investors and having the same mindset. We talk 24 hours about stocks and space and Tesla and all of this, so make sure to check it out. Now, there's two things we need to clarify: short term and long term. Okay, short term, this will mean for space that we actually will see a demand of quite a good amount of money into space, which is on the demand side quite nice, because this is what the space stock needs right now. After the disappointment of the last delay of the test flight, obviously, you know, we need more buyers than sellers. Now it seems since Monday and Tuesdays the selling is a little bit off, and we seems to find a ground around $40, which is fantastic, right? But it's obviously not that close to put the cap on it right now, obviously, right? So this is the short term. So what I want to say is that short term it will be great for space and investors. You know, we get the PR from Cathie Wood, we get the ARK Invest new ETF, let's say aura that comes with it, right? And then obviously the purchase power of the fund that will put those stocks into the ETF. Now, on the long-term side, what does it show us? It shows us that great investors like Cathie Wood, that was already, you know, very, very right on stocks like Tesla, is now heading into the next big industry, which is space. And she is actually following something that Elon Musk once said. Elon Musk said, you know, you have to concentrate on many industries that change the world. AI, you know, Neuralink, sustainable energy, right? Climate change / you know, electric vehicle and this kind of things. Internet obviously will stay a big part of our, you know, great humanity. And then obviously exploration into space and also interplanetary travel. So we are sure we don't distinct here on this only planet that we have, right? So anyway, you can see here that she's following quite nicely long-term visionize the route of Elon Musk, which is not a bad idea, right? I mean, if you don't have too much of idea, you can always follow great people, and this will lead you to great things in the end of the day. However, she has his own style. I love her outgoing on and very calm way to tell the reporters why she thinks, you know, Tesla and other stocks will be the future of our industries out there. So I love it. And you know, she opening now this space exploration ETF is just giving us another big fundamental that space and Virgin Galactic is something to stay.